to another episode of 5 Minutes with Dr. A, the series where we break down various dental topics into much more understandable and sizable portions. So we spoke about crowns recently, and today I wanted to delve into a bit more detail about a particular case. So we spoke about the trickiest cases in dentistry in terms of matching single central crowns for cosmetic reasons, which are never easy to do. There's so many different parameters to look into and consider, and as a result of that, it's very difficult to get these cases right, and sometimes you may even have to repeat them 2 or 3 times to be able to get that perfect shade match, and a lot of this relies on your communication with the technician to get it absolutely spot on right. This particular case is actually part of a bigger treatment plan. We've sort of displayed it and touched on it before, but I'm going to go into detail on one particular aspect of this to explain this in a lot more detail. So this particular patient came in originally with a crown on a front tooth that she wasn't happy with, as well as the position of lots of the other teeth as well. We'll skip past the orthodontic treatment because it's not relevant for this discussion. We'll skip past the whitening treatment and we'll go straight to the very end, or the last section of this treatment, where we've got the single central crown on the front tooth, which looks a lot darker than the other teeth. There's so many issues with this because we've got different sizing, we've got different lengths, and we've got different proportions on there, and obviously the colour mismatch as well. And all of these things make this case a bit more tricky in terms of trying to get it. But the other big factor in this is that even though it looks like the size of this particular area, it doesn't match the other side. This all comes down to trying to use the technician's skill and experience to be able to get the line angles on the different areas absolutely right so that it can trick the eyes into making it look like the 2 teeth are very similar portions, even though they might not be in certain circumstances and situations. Also, the colour match is imperative because it's so important to get that right. Again, for the eyes not to look at that and think there's something slightly odd with the 2 teeth. This is the final crown in this particular case. We did do 2 try-ins for this one before we finished. So again, disclaimer to admit that actually it took us 2 attempts to get this absolutely right. We didn't cement the first 2. We tried them in, we took further photos that had the layering of the original layer, or underlayer of the porcelain on there to try and check the colour match on there before we actually finished and went to final fit. We can see that actually when we compare the before and the after, we can see the difference in the appearance for a start, how well it's blended in, but also, and more importantly, how we can make an area that looks like it's a different thickness, different width, different colour and different length completely blend in and look as if it was always there right from day one by just following all the steps, number 1 of smile design, but number 2 of all the different things that we need to consider to make our eyes believe that they look exactly the same. Hope that's been useful. If you've got any particular questions or cases or photos you want to send me for an opinion, please feel free to do so on all of the my socials, whether it's Facebook or the Dr. A on Instagram. And also on top of that, please do give me a follow, please give us a like and share, and we'll be delighted to see you again next time. See you later.